here at the Perth Motorplex on Quinana Beach. Feature night, pay-per-view. Hope you're enjoying it. Let's go racing. And it is the 91 of Miles Moose who gets a clean start. Jamie Oldfield on the outside at Bella Modular turn number 1. Gets a little close, has to just pull back a little bit, and that allows Kai Blight to sneak his way up onto the inside to sneak up to second for the time being. Oldfield to fight back on the outside to keep second place while Brad Blake is in fourth and Joe Chalmers in fifth at the moment. Moose is your race leader, gotten away at the moment from Jamie Oldfield, and Kai Blight once again putting pressure down the Triple M back straight, while side by side are Blake and Chalmers, I should say, battling away for fourth and fifth position.
I tell you what, you look at Jamie Oldfield battling a tight race car down at 1 and 2. He's better in 3 and 4. Kai Blight's right there with him. But your leader, Miles Moose, what better way to thank your car owner than to win on the night when he is sponsoring it? He's got the Michael Holmes Racing 91 out front.
So it is Miles Moose who leads after 3. Jamie Oldfield does the quick lap of the race in second place. And back then to Kai Blight in third. Joe Chalmers is fourth. So they start to spread themselves out. As we saw the other night in the Australian title, after about 5 or 6 laps, they will catch the lap traffic. So we've done 4. It's moves from Jamie Oldfield, then Kai Blight and Joe Chalmers.
So your race leader, the American, out in front. But this battle, 4th and 5th. These two have been side by side for a few laps so far. Eventually, Brad Blake manages to get just a little bit away from Joe Chalmers, while your race leader is out by 1.8 seconds. That is Miles Moose, who is clear, absolutely streeted them, while Kai Blight has now swung himself into second spot, managed to get past Jamie Oldfield down the back straight. As our race leader comes into the Opal Finance front straight, puts 6 in the books. 6 in the books. Lap traffic now reality for your leader, Miles Moose. A 3-time winner last year. He was second back on Saturday, and he's going to split 2 lap cars down the back straightaway. Meanwhile, you see Jamie Oldfield, your point leader for late model racing Western Australia, back in third as Moose works off turn number 4. 7 on the board, 23 to go, and he's cruise control out front.
And Jamie Oldfield, 2 laps in a row, hit the fence down there in the TD Modular Holmes turn. That time he gets through. Now, just like Moose the lap before, Kai Blight has just split 2 of the lap cars. Australian champion.
Yeah, Kai Blight keeping on that top lane of the track here, while Miles Moose is happy to sort of go low or mid-track if need be. But of course, now he's coming up to that lap traffic, and there is the gap first to second. It is closed right down. So the Australian number 1 is in touching distance of the American from Lincoln, Illinois. It is a car length the difference right now between Miles Moose and Kai Blight as they restart their battle from Saturday night.
Now Kai Blight takes the rocket chassis to the low side of the racetrack. The very right of Moose up top. They'll split the lap car of Strautons off of turn 4 to lap complete. Lap 16. Do you have a new leader? No, sir. Still Miles Moose the leader, side by side lap traffic. This is a good one, guys.
And guess who's back in the picture? The 51 of Jamie Oldfield is 2 car lengths behind in third place. They still have not got past Cameron Pearson, also Brent Vosbergen, and also Cody Brown. Moose hits the fence, and Kai Blight will lead this one 5.003 of a second. Jamie Oldfield is right there as well, as Moose will swing back around the outside of Kai Blight, but Blight holds the lead as they run down the back straight. Moose again on the outside, still seeing the 97 right in front of him of Cameron Pearson. They're side by side, but Moose is back in front.
Another car that's spun at the exit of turn 2, and that has brought the yellow lights on. So we have a car that has stopped at the exit of Maddington Toyota turn number 2 that has brought the lights on. It's Ben Nicastri.
They come out of Mobile 1. The green lights are back on. Let's see what transpires here. Where's the first move coming from? As they move down into the Bella Modular turn, Jamie Oldfield slides underneath, and Miles Moose takes second place. The car up in the fence hasn't got off. That is Luke Halliday. We're probably going to go yellow again. Restart. Let's try again. 13 to go. Kai Blight around Coney they go. Let's hope he's still there in a minute as Miles Moose goes to the race lead momentarily. Around the outside goes Kai Blight. This time Jamie Oldfield is still there in third, and then back to Brad Blake in fourth, as Coney retires with the hat on as they move down the main straight. Blight leads from Moose, Oldfield, then Brad Blake. Joe Chalmers, the former Australian champion, is back in fifth.
Kai Blight already out by 0.8 of a second. Kai Blight, 19 laps down, 11 to go. Jamie Oldfield, argy-bargy off the front, pushes his way up to front spot momentarily. Kai Blight crosses his way back in. Further back, Warren Oldfield battling with Veronica McCann, and Miles Moose has dropped 2 spots off the start, and that allows Brad Blake and Joe Chalmers to get into the battle for the podium. They are side by side for 3rd and 4th right now. So Blight's gotten away, but it's Jamie Oldfield who's moved up to 2nd. Brad Blake, Joe Chalmers now in 3rd and 4th, and Miles Moose, the unlucky one, he's back to 5th position.
How about the battle for 3rd? 6 Australian titles represented in that battle, with the 23 of Chalmers and the 0 of Brad Blake. Blake with 5, of course, but out front, Kai Blight just picked up number 2 of his career Saturday night, and he is set sail. Jamie Oldfield is working to reel him in. Last time by 9/10 of a second. This time by only 8 laps remain here tonight.
And those two have got away from the next 3. This is the battle for 3rd, 4th and 5th. Chalmers goes underneath of Brad Blake, and Miles Moose trying to find a way past the pair of them. Back in 6th place is Warren Oldfield, then Veronica McCann. Moose goes underneath of the 0 of Brad Blake, moves back into 4th place. Blake goes back to 5th. We've got 7 laps remaining.
So, the race leader now 1 full second ahead of Jamie Oldfield. There is the gap 1st to 2nd, and then daylight back to 3rd. Joe Chalmers has managed to get his way into 3rd. Meanwhile, Miles Moose has moved up a spot, but there is trouble out of turn number 2. Couple of cars that have come into contact with each other that have brought the yellow lights on. So another couple of cars that have stopped at Maddington Toyota turn 2. One is We're going single file to restart the final 7 laps of this one. Jamie Oldfield is close on the restart. He's putting pressure on Kai Blight. Joe Chalmers staying on the low side of the track at turns 1 and 2. He likes that spot for the time being. He's going to stay down that position as well. It is Kai Blight who holds the lead. Couple of car lengths ahead right now of Jamie Oldfield. There's Miles Moose trying to put pressure on Joe Chalmers down the Opal Finance front straight. He might just get 3rd spot back. He will, getting the momentum out of Maddington Toyota turn number 2. So we get to the end of 25 laps. 5 remain. Kai Blight still well in front.
And I tell you what, I thought the top of this racetrack would slow down a little bit. If your name's Kai Blight, you didn't get that memo, as he is rocking and rolling around the top of the speedway. Cameron Pearson out of the race. Meanwhile, back in the pack, 2-3 wide, as you see Cody Brown on your screen coming after Brad Blake. 4 laps remain, and it's all Kai Blight with Jamie Oldfield in tow.
Yeah, Jamie Oldfield hasn't given up the chase. Miles Moose is in 3rd, and then low on the racetrack. The only one really going down there in the top 5 is the 23 of Joe Chalmers, then Warren Oldfield. So the margin was 0.8 of a second the last time around. This time around, as they cross the stripe, it is 0.9. So Kai Blight holding his own. They've got 3 to go. Lap traffic, I don't think is going to really play a part. They'll probably catch them with about a lap and a half to go. So it's Blight from Oldfield from Moose. Back in 4th is Joe Chalmers.
Jamie Oldfield is trying everything right now. He is trying to put in lap after lap to close the gap on Kai Blight. But the man from Albany in the AFI towing car number A1 is doing everything right. He's coming up to this last bit of lap traffic. The white lights are coming on now with 1 lap remaining in the Michael Holmes Racing Hump Day Hustle. He's got 350 metres to go now. Kai Blight, the reigning Australia 1, the man who took it just a few nights ago. He's going to get double success at the Motorplex. Kai Blight, too strong on Hump Day Hustle night. He wins from Jamie Oldfield. 3rd will go to Miles Moose. A good recovery race from him at the back end. Joe Chalmers gets 4th, 5th to Warren Oldfield.
On the roof, one would suspect he's got the checkered flag. Here he goes. Put your hands together for Kai Blight, who wins the Hump Day Hustle.
Yeah, that's about as good as it gets, I reckon. That track was just, you could be anywhere. And once we got to lap traffic, I saw Jamie's nose, and Miles was doing, he checked out on us early. And yeah, got lucky with that restart or whatever and got some clean air. But shivers, hats off to Mikey and Gav and everyone here, because that track was phenomenal. I enjoyed that so much.
Looking forward to more of that this weekend then?
Yeah, I mean, it's Wednesday night. It's a school night, and we get to come and run on a racetrack like this. Like, what more could you want, man? It's so much fun. But I got to say a massive thanks to AFI Towing, Panel Works, DTS Signs, Albany Forklifts and Industries, Blights Auto Electrics, Jim's Test and Tag, Cason Hydraulics, just everyone, man. It's so cool. I got to say massive hello to Jamo and Huey back home, and yeah, I want to go again.
We can go again Friday night, mate. Enjoy this one, though, now for the top step of the podium. Your winner tonight for the Michael Holmes Racing Hump Day Hustle, Kai Blight.